So an important thing when you're starting a new business or adding someone to an existing business, regardless, is extreme clarity on what's going on between everyone. If there's strengths or weaknesses, everyone should understand what they are and how to move forwards with them or without them. If you find yourself in a situation where every meeting happens but nothing's getting done in them, find a way to cut the extra noise out. Find a way to remove the pointless parts of the meeting. And everyone should be able to get behind that. That's not like a controversial, mean thing or hot take. It's just practical. Hell yeah. That last hold is garbage. But if you can't find a way to negotiate or have efficient meetings, just assign roles on the topics and who's part of the meetings for those topics. If you have someone who's really good at the networking side, and then you have someone who's really good at the technical side, it's really important to still have those meetings because someone on the network side might have a completely different perspective and a great idea. But when they come up with that idea, the tech side needs to go, oh, cool, great idea. Okay, get off the call. It's tech talk time. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone should know their strengths and weaknesses and their roles in the company. It doesn't need to be an ego thing. Otherwise, it's going to get nothing but hurt feelings and waste of time. Now, say everything's working. You have your roles, meetings are going forwards, but there's still some sort of stress between people. What is it? Is someone having an extremely different goal than yours? Everyone should be pretty clear on whether it's corporate goals or if you're talking a direct team, like the CEOs, CFOs, startup team. If there's a core team, you should know what each other's goals are. And if there's some sort of disconnect, that's generally going to be the easiest way to find where and why. Because if one person needs to find a way to make 10K a month and the other needs 3K a month, suddenly getting clients is going to be a lot more important to the 10K guy. And maybe just getting a clean product is more important to the 3K guy. And if corporate-wise, the company really needs some milestone or achievement reached, then obviously that should take a high priority for everyone, because everyone will succeed if the one success is met. But if one person, secretly has some serious money problems and isn't telling other people, and they're over here just, okay, well, we're right on money right now, but let's start working on this at a slow pace, then it's going to make sense when the other guy goes, what? No, we need to go now. I'm finding new clients. I'm finding new stuff. Let's go. And everyone else is going, no. Let's go slow and have a good product first. So in that scenario, if person C has some sort of urgent money situation, but person A, they got a good nest egg. Person B, they got a super stable income somewhere else. And if person C doesn't want to talk about the money problems, all right, buddy, but, you're in a company with some other people. If you're just an employee, keep that shit to yourself. It's none of their business. But if you're an integral piece of a company, everyone's success is kind of tied to each other. So you should probably be willing to share that info, or at least, you don't have to be completely transparent, but at least tell, hey, I really need to get a deal on the books right now. Okay, cool. Everyone can work towards that. But, if you're being secretive, it's just going to build distrust, and then when it's time to put 2 and 2 together, and you're needing different money and no one else is trying to make money, well, now you're in a fucked up situation where you're gonna have to do something to make that money. And that something might come off as real slimy because you're not communicating that with everyone. So why are you not communicating that? You know, and then nobody's gonna appreciate that. And it's gonna cause trust issues. It's gonna be weird. Now on the flip side, say nobody's needing the money right now. Everyone's good. You know, y'all got nest eggs, it's all go time, but one person's really passionate about just the product or the service and they want to really get it out there. They're super excited. And it's nothing malicious. They're just ready to talk about it. Well, if it's not talking about phase and it's still development phase, you know, find that happy medium. Everyone should be on the same page about this. If you're not on the same page, find a way. It's going to be a difference of, hey, okay, I know you want to talk about this. Let's take advantage of that. Let's make whispers. Tell people, oh yeah, this is our super cool product. But, you know, booked out. We won't actually have availability until XYZ. There you go. You're not ready, but it sounds better. Now, flip side, say nobody's got money. Everyone's rushing to find money as soon as possible. And now we're not focusing on actually developing the core pieces we need. That's going to be a massive problem. So all of these actually have the same solution, and it's write out exactly the roadmap, as if you have GPS directions to get to your goal. Write out what it is. Then you can take a step at a time, and even though it's little baby steps, it's very clear to the point where some random 5-year-old child on the street could pick up your directions and get to the destination. There's a little acronym you can use, SMART. So get really specific. What exactly are you going to do and accomplish? Yeah, get to the point of, you know, oh, we're gonna get new clients. No, we're gonna have clients who look this way and they're so pleased about this that they end up getting a MRSA logo, you know, whatever it is. Get really specific. Next up would be measure or metric, you know, whatever is easier to remember. How are you going to measure your success? You know, does it look like, hey, I now have 10,000 followers? Does it look like, hey, I'm happy now and when I go home I have energy? You know, what's the measurement of your success here? Not a vague, oh, I'm winning, but an exact measurable thing. Again, a level of clarity that a 5-year-old on the subway can understand what you're going for. Next one would be action. What's the exact step you're gonna do to get there? Or steps. What actions are you going to take? You know, I'm gonna wake up at 5 in the morning and make sure that I can, you know, get a jog in before I go to work so that I have a clear mind space to get to work. And then at work, I'll email 50 new people. You know, again, stay specific, but what is the exact action that you're willing to take? Is it realistic? Well, I mean, you know, you can say something. Oh yeah, I can probably do that. That's realistic. End of the day, will you believe yourself? Because even if there's a subconscious doubt, that shit's not happening. It's just a wishful thought that's not going anywhere beyond that. Well, how the fuck do I get up here? Okay, now that I've touched that, I realistically think I can grab it. That's a lot better hold than I thought. So, I'm willing to give it a little more of a shot here. More effort. Might even go this arm. Don't think that's the intended route though. See, now I'm doubting again. Oh, that is gettable. Now realistically, I think I can get that. And then you have T, time. Like, when are you going to achieve it? And not like what time of day, but when do you see the finish line? When have you gotten to the goal? Like, I knew I'd get it this time. Oh boy. So in the example of person ABC, where maybe person C is having some sort of money situation, they need to be really specific on what the team needs to get. So now it's, okay, we need to make this much money so that everyone has their expenses covered. And it's exactly this much money so that I can pay exactly these bills and have exactly this much time. Get specific. M, how are we gonna measure that? Okay, well, this is the money going into my account. That one's pretty easy to measure. Measuring success, measuring how we're getting there is having that cash flow raise, or, you know, having a progress. A, the actions you're gonna take. Well, maybe that dude does need to go talk to more people and get more clients, but he also needs to be willing to hire on some more help to like ease the workflow on everyone else to be able to speed this up. R, is it realistic? You got to find some sort of realistic goal. Or is it realistic? Well, do you have a realistic goal in mind? You know, if you're needing 20 grand a month and it's month one, you better have a really awesome, really clear plan that's really convincing to everyone else. And, you know, that's achievable, but yeah, it has to actually be realistic. If anyone thinks it's not, shit ain't gonna happen. And then time. When do you need to make this 20 grand? Because the time is probably slightly before then, so that you're comfortable knowing you'll actually make it. That's your time frame. With all of that, it should be pretty much clear on how you're gonna get there. Everyone's winning. No one's confused. And no one's feeling slighted. But everyone's feeling excited and smart.